Hello everyone, my name is Jenny, your IELTS teacher. In this video, I will be sharing the sample answers that I have made for this IELTS speaking part 1 topic, borrowing or lending. If you're going to take the IELTS exam this November or December year 2020, this topic might come out. But before I share to you the sample answers, let me give a shout out, or let me say thank you first to my viewers and subscribers who are living in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Vietnam. Most of my subscribers are living there, so thank you so much for watching my videos. So let us begin. For those who are going to take the IELTS speaking exam for the first time, these are the things that you need to remember. In part 1, you only need to give 2 to 3 sentences. You don't want to give a very long answer because the IELTS examiner will cut you off. So 2 to 3 sentences would do. The second thing that you need to remember is that you should not just answer the questions because it's not enough. You have to provide details, and those details include examples, reasons, or explanation. It depends on the question, okay? Third is that you need to answer the questions immediately. You should avoid long pause and silence, okay? Focus on fluency. That's the fourth thing that you need to do. So meaning you should not have a lot of hesitations or pauses. There should be no dead air, okay? And then number 5, you have to answer, or you have to end your answers with confidence. So try to use intonations correctly. And then the last but not least, you have to speak in a comfortable way. You don't show to the IELTS examiner that you are struggling. You're having a hard time expressing your ideas in English. Okay? So more or less, these are the things that you need to remember. Now, let us begin. Please do some shadowing. Read with me while I also read the sample answer. The first question is, have you borrowed books from others? Yes, I've borrowed books in the past, especially from my classmates at university. I remember I used to borrow the novels that they were reading, and we also exchanged books from time to time. Or, yes, when I was reviewing for my board exam, I borrowed some books from my friends. I didn't want to buy any review materials during that time because I thought that it would be useless anyway. Or, to be honest, I don't love reading. That is why I never borrowed books from others before. I don't want to bring books at home because it's inconvenient. If I have homework, I just research on the internet. Okay? So basically, these are the things that you need to do, or you can do, I mean. So I've got 3 ideas. It all depends on you on which ideas are more useful. Okay? So for people who used to borrow books from their friends, especially novels, you can use this one. In my case, this would be my sample answer because I used to borrow a reviewer from my best friend. And then here the last one, if you're not into books, you don't like reading, you can use this idea, of course. Alright? Now let us proceed to the next question. Have you borrowed money from others? Please do some shadowing and read with me. Yeah, I borrowed money from my parents before. However, I immediately pay them back. As much as possible, I don't want to ask favors from others. That's why that was the only instance when I borrowed money from them. Or, well, when I was still studying, I used to borrow money from my classmate, and it was due to the fact that I forgot my wallet. It was embarrassing, but I had no choice. Or, yes, I asked other people to lend me money before, but the amount was very small. I was short of money, so I borrowed like $2 or $3 only. Okay? So, all ideas are actually fine and reasonable. When you take the IELTS exam, the examiner don't really care about your answer. They just care on your fluency. Okay? So, anyways, and it was due to the fact that it just simply means, and it was because. Alright? So you can use this idea or this expression. Alright? So what else? There. The amount was very small. I was short of money. There. So your money was not enough. That's what it means. Now let's move on to the third question. Do you like to lend things to others? Well, it depends on the price and how important the stuff is to me. If it's just a trivial thing like a hairpin or a ball pen, I don't mind lending it. However, if it's a laptop, I don't want to lend it because the repair would cost me a lot of money. Or, yes, I don't mind lending my stuff to others, and it's simply because I'm not a selfish person. I'm not materialistic, so when someone asks to borrow something from me, I don't mind sharing it. Or, well, as much as possible, I don't like to lend my stuff to other people, and it's because asking them to return the things they borrowed from me is a hassle. I'm very shy to do it, so I just avoid lending my personal belongings. So, three sample answers. Do some paraphrasing for you to get a good score. You don't want to repeat the words in the question, otherwise, you will get a low score. So, for example, instead of saying things, you can say stuff. Okay, important things, you can say important stuff. A trivial thing. If it's trivial, meaning it's just small, it's tiny, it's not significant. That's what it means. Okay? Or the next one, if you're the kind of person who don't mind lending your stuff to others, you're kind, you're generous, then you can use the second sample answer. Or if you're the kind of person who don't like to lend stuff to others because you think it's inconvenient, then you can use the last sample answer. By the way, hassle means annoyingly inconvenient. Okay? Now, the next question. Please do some shadowing. How do you feel when people don't return things they borrowed from you? I usually feel upset and disappointed because it seems that they don't respect and acknowledge me as the owner. Sometimes I am embarrassed to ask them to return things back. So when they don't give back on time, I feel frustrated. Or to be honest, I try to understand them, and it's mainly because they probably have valid reasons why they didn't return things they asked for me. Perhaps they still need it, or if it's money, maybe they don't have the money yet. Okay? So the second sample answer is, an answer that is very flexible. Okay? So here, this is a specific answer. You feel upset. You feel disappointed. Okay? Which is actually a normal reaction of people. Right? So, anyways, that would be all. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please feel free to comment below. Thank you so much. Again, this is Jenny. Bye.